Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And I love that you're wearing summer colors right now, Mark, too.
Little pink.
I love it.
I love pink.
It's a good color for you.
Mhm.
Loving that.
I always like it.
Hi,
Well, it's 80
everyone.
degrees here today. 80.
80
So,
degrees. Okay. Yeah, it's cold here. It's not going to get out of the 50s, I don't think.
yeah, well, the Derby's coming up this coming weekend, so hopefully it won't rain then. I'm not going to the Derby, but
We read on the Derby yesterday, so that was interesting.
what did you get? I didn't see that one.
It was on, in fact, we talked about you a lot.
Oh,
It was on the 11/11 one on my channel.
oh, I missed that one because I had a private reading at the exact same time. So I missed almost the whole entire 11/11. I usually always watch that one. But I did a weird reading on a Sunday, which I never do, but it was kind of an emergency reading.
Yeah. No.
But I was trying to think, why did I miss that? I always watch it, but that's why. Yeah.
We missed you. We noticed that you weren't there.
Oh,
But anyway, so so we read on the Kentucky Derby, and
yeah, because Lisa's right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
she's right.
And we didn't. So in a nutshell, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any outside emergency or any danger thing happen. It seems like it's being covered very well, security wise. And then I also checked in with the horses, and they were like telling me they were like all like snobby, and they totally are into this. So because people were concerned like about the horses, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to check in, and they're like, oh, help me. No, totally into it, snobby. They think they're all that. That's the whole air, and they look forward to this. They're looking forward to this just as much as the other people.
And boy, those horses are spoiled and have everything they could want to.
They're little princes, or whatever you want to call them. They're all
just the farms they live on and the barns they have are like homes and stuff. It's really, I think they're from the time they're born, they have that. They're told how wonderful and special they are because they're kind of bred to race and stuff.
Yes, well, they believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was interesting. And then because I had no idea what I was stepping into see, are they okay? And none of them, I didn't see any injuries, just the normal rub downs. And after a football game, those guys go in and ice themselves. So kind of just the regular maintenance type thing like that. I didn't see any big injuries for the horses. And what else? I guess that was about it. But that was something I learned yesterday. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Little horses. Well, the horses don't get to run like the wind, like they used to in history. We don't have the same kind of relationship with horses as we used to. So they probably enjoy that, having a rider and running really fast and that kind of thing.
And I did, however, see, I know nothing really about races and anything like that. I didn't grow up around, I don't know. But I did see money exchanging behind the scenes. And I'm like, people are being paid off? What? Remember Lisa's here. And so that was also something I learned, that seems to still happen today. Little money exchanging.
I was just going to say that before you said that there's all kinds of money involved in it, and it's a little bit more the money part. And plus, well, it's big winnings if you win. I mean, there's a lot of people invested in it, I'm not necessarily, but there are a lot. It's a big thing.
And I feel like they've taken steps to kind of harness that a little bit, but it's still going on. Yeah. They've found ways around it. So,
well, they don't want them to drug them. And, they did have that for a long time. That was a problem where it's kind of like the same thing human athletes do. They were doping them up and stuff.
Right. Greeter, hello. I'm giving you big hugs, hugging you back. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. And if you are new, welcome. Go ahead and post your questions, and I have some. I will star them in order. as we go today. So super excited to connect with your little loved ones. Mark, I thought your story, I thought it would be fun to share with everyone about your raccoon.
Oh, well, it's a little bit embarrassing.
Everybody needs to know so they know that they can pray for you.
Yeah. Well, I have a mama raccoon who apparently just had babies a couple days ago, because now all of a sudden there's lots of little baby crying, and they're in my attic living. And my dog Buttercup is so upset about it because the raccoon in the bathroom, there's a little opening above the water heater, which I need to eventually close up. I didn't know it was there until now. But the little raccoon can peek down on us from up in the attic, and then she just stares at Buttercup, with Buttercup having a conniption fit. And then when I come in there, she just looks at me. But then I started feeding her, which is horrible. Don't ever. It's probably not a good idea. So I've been feeding her for about a week, and then all of a sudden she had her babies, because I don't think she had them at first. But now I can hear all kinds. I was taking a bath for this, and I could hear them up there crying above the ceiling. And then Buttercup came in there, had a fit. But anyway, I'm not the person that can get an exterminator or anything like that, and there's no way I can hurt them or anything. So once they get big enough, she'll take them out, and then I'll go up there and close it all up so we don't come back next year, to have her babies. But there's no way I can hurt her or anything. Plus, we have coon dogs that live across that would want to kill them. And so I'm going, no, I'm not going to let anybody know. I'm just going to let her take care of her babies. And I'm sure she's thankful that I'm giving her some food so she has enough to make milk. But anyway.
You've backed yourself into an attic.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if it's the pan connection or not. I had snakes in the house every day. Now I got a raccoon in the attic with babies. So, but Meriwether stopped bringing snakes in.
Yay, Meriwether.
Knock on wood.
Yay. Yeah. Yay. She heard you.
Yeah, we had to have a couple of talks about it, but she finally said,
Okay, I was just reading. I didn't know if it was a question. But Mag says, spoke with you last month. My pregnant stray had 5 babies. Debbie, you gave Tucker a job to do, and he has stopped chasing Mama. The animal rescue will relieve me of cat mom duty on May 14th. Mm-hmm. Well, Mags, that's wonderful. Thank you for that beautiful feedback for us.
I know, and that's always a good thing, like giving them a job to do, because we don't realize they take that seriously.
They do.
They'll do it. In a way, that's how I convinced Meriwether to stop bringing snakes in, was that I gave her a different job to do instead of showing me what Lady Hunter was.
So,
that's great.
Yay. All right. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Happy Raccoon Mother's Day, Mark. You look great.
When I come to visit, Lisa, would you like a baby raccoon? I can do one. I'll go up there and pull one.
Mark said he's feeling a little tired. He's got the tired new mama look to him, he said. And I said, no, you look beautiful.
Yeah, we're supposed to look all fresh and radiant. But,
So, oh, yay.
No.
Okay. So let's go ahead and, she says, no thanks, I'm good.
Are you sure? I think your little kitty would like a little raccoon.
See, Terry says, hair is fab, Mark. That's the first thing I said, Terry, when I saw
it. Flippity. Look at it.
See, it looks good.
That's a new do. I made it up.
I love it. Okay, enough of us.
Somebody tried to leave us a message, and I missed it they were trying to give me an update about a reading we did.
Oh.
And it disappeared before I could read it. So I hate that.
Oh, did it come in here?
No, it was on our last time.
Oh. Okay.
And just saw it, and then I couldn't find it, and then I lost it anyway.
Oh,
But I love when you guys try to give us updates. I really do appreciate it. I always like to hear it. Even if it is, Mark, your reading was completely wrong, I still like to hear it.
Yeah, the feedback is always important because the messages coming in are true and correct. It's how we interpret things. So we can sometimes go, oh, okay, so maybe this is what
Right.
the direction they were to say. Because we're getting all this information and we have to, it's like a puzzle we have to put together before we say it. So all good, all feedback is good.
Yeah.
I always say a no or that's wrong is an opportunity. Is an opportunity. It's not a failure. It's an opportunity. So right. Lisa Foster, no thanks. I have a raccoon that hangs around my house. She drives me crazy to get food. Yes, I fed her last year, but
I know. I knew as soon as I started feeding this raccoon, I knew that it was not the best idea, you know, because then she's going to go, oh, good. There's food right here for me to have my baby, you know, and there's no reason to move then, you know. And they love cat kibble and dog kibble. So, you know.
Yeah. I just love that. I'm just going to have to move this, run this way because I'm having a hard time with this. We're having a hard time with the camera today. Both of us. Okay.
Like I'm all off center or something. I can't figure out why, but oh well. I guess I could turn it. Oh,
right. So let's go ahead and get her started. Mr. Magoo.
I know. Of course, her dog would be Mr. Magoo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do a facelift.
Oh, okay. Does that work?
No.
Do you think if we put tape or like duct tape?
Well, the drag queens always use that tape and they pull everything.
Oh yeah.
But you kind of need a wig because otherwise you got to.
Oh, because you need to hide the tape. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for all the questions.
Well, I think we probably have enough questions.
Yeah, we do. We have 15 questions, so I feel like the questions are closed for today.
Yep.
But you know where to find us.
Yep. Debbie's in charge today. Yay! it's like you're off when the other person's doing it. It's like, oh, I have a free day today.
I know, isn't it?
I know.
But it is a thing. It really is a thing, you guys, because it's like keeping and clicking and making
sure. Because I don't have to worry about it because Debbie's doing it. So it's like,
here for the ride.
I know.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was thinking about that earlier.
All right. Lisa. Oh, Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo.
Did he run into walls? You couldn't see very good.
Did he wear big thick glasses?
Big thick glasses.
How little were you, Lisa? Because I see that you're kind of intrigued with him, like all the different nuances of his face and like his nose and like touching his little face and his little. I feel like you were intrigued with kind of learning. I don't know. How old were you? And him licking your face. Yeah. He was a kisser, wasn't he? I feel like he felt like he was like your sibling. He was a Shar-Pei. I was 20. Well, he felt like I got him. I was intrigued by his wrinkles in his drag. Okay. Like he dragged his blankets around like Linus. He felt like he was you. He felt like he was one of, like, you know what I mean? He just felt like part of the family, I suppose. Yeah, I just see you looking like intrigued by his face.
Hmm. I'm trying to get him to talk to me. Mr. Magoo, are you still around? So she was 20 and she's 70 now. So that was.
He is definitely like a sibling.
Yeah, I got that right away, that it was like your brother, because I know you were an only child.
Yeah.
And it did feel like coming in as a sibling relationship almost, for you. And I also get like, in a way, trying to establish your own, growing up and your own like independence a little bit, but he helped in that. I feel like it seems like he's talking about your mom a little bit. Did he also like your mama?
He also bugged you like a sibling. Like he's saying that he kind of bugged you.
Mm-hmm.
But he really is coming in with a heart of gratefulness. He did. He hung out with my mom and Papa.
Yeah, because he's talking about them too.
He's grateful. You did include him a lot, even though he kind of was like one of those.
And go ahead. And he's like, and I was a good, everybody liked me. I was treated like a member of the family. Even like, I feel like your parents enjoyed, like he's our little boy kind of a thing. They liked him too and enjoyed that you had him.
He and I went on car rides and played. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. He loved that.
And you really, it was like, well, I just keep getting, she was like my sister. It was this very strong, like brother, sister. But, a dog can be like that. They become, they start feeling like they're human almost because of the interaction.
Super grateful. He would choose you over and over again, Lisa. He would choose you over and over again, he says.
Oh, Mom was afraid of dogs that wound up being his mom. Yeah, I know. He got this, like right away. He said, her mom. And so there was a special, he helped her get over that fear. And he was cute. He had a little, it was hard to ignore him. If he was in the room, you were paying attention to him, kind of. I love that he helped Dad mow the yard. He jumped right into the family, kind of. It's like everybody needed him, not just you. It was kind of this, it was like the perfect kind of addition when you got him. I don't know. It lifted everybody somewhat. Not just you. It did you, but also, your parents.
Good timing.
They wanted to get you a dog, but she was afraid of it or something. I don't know. There's this interesting thing about when you got old enough to get your own dog, and then in a way they thought, oh, maybe she could have had one before. It was almost like, oh, that wasn't bad. That was actually a good thing.
He had a ton of puppy responsibility. Oh, yeah, he did.
Poor little Magoo.
He did his job, and he would pick it over and over again. Like I said, he said it just wasn't hard. It was just an easy energy to move into and do his job. And absolutely, he felt like, again, he was your brother. So precious. It was so nice to meet Mr. Magoo. I have to turn off this heater now.
Yeah, I know. I had to turn my air on because now it's like freaking 80. It's so hot, like immediately, you know, it's like, oh.
Let me go turn that off. All right, even though it's cold. Love you too, Lisa. All right. Let's go to our starred questions.
Yeah, I did draw one card, Lisa, and I just want to show it because it's one of my favorite cards from this deck. And it's the Page of Pentacles, because that's what he seems like, a gift from Earth. You know, he was a little gift that came and really had a really nice positive effect on everybody. You know, it was like a great addition. It was a gift, though, like you know, meant to be kind of thing. Yeah. I love that card. I keep drawing it a lot too.
Oh, that's good. Interesting. I just love these cards. I just love all the deck, but
yeah, it's good. It's great. I love the Four of Wands in it too. It has Pan dancing in that home card. Okay. Oh, we got a new question.
And hi, Andy, from Arizona. I have had a lot of angel dog fur babies in my life. Does any of them have a message? I miss them all. Thanks. All sizes coming through. All sizes, Andy.
Like a little pack.
Did you have a larger dog, Andy? I feel like it's all sizes, but this one keeps presenting closer, and I get things in metaphor. So getting a type of dog is hard for me, but I can say it's a larger breed, and it would be similar to a lab or a golden. It is coming forward, so, but it could just be a larger breed dog. So Andy says yes. Okay. So that's who's coming forward. Can you, do you have a name for this one? A lab. Okay. Does your lab have a name?
But she also says Rottweiler.
Rottweiler. No, I feel like it's more of a lab.
Okay.
That way we can, since we now collecting in on that energy, pulling it in further towards us will help with the name and stuff. Toby or Ebony? Ebony. So it'd be Ebony coming in.
Hi, Jean Miller. I'm sorry for your loss. I know that's hard.
Oh, and Coco. You have a lot of dogs.
And Coco, she has got a lot. But Andy, I want to ask you about.
Coco was our lab.
Okay, Coco.
All right, Coco. Because right when she said Coco, I'm like, oh, Coco. Yeah. So.
Do you have a dog now? Because that's what they keep talking to me about. If there's one you have now, or do you have a couple? I feel one in particular. I'm just wondering if you have a dog currently. Because I feel that, she has 3 now. Yeah. Because they keep talking about the ones that are there and that they come and visit, and that there's this, sometimes this sounds weird, but they kind of can play a little bit of chase with the dogs you have now. Like they kind of come around and tease at them and stuff like that.
Yellow lab and 2 Chihuahua mix.
Oh, 2 Chihuahuas and a yellow lab.
So it might be like you have 3 dogs, but actually there's 10.
Yeah, because they do hang around.
Yeah.
You come to visit. But they say we're welcome here. You know, I think by you, they feel welcome. They think, you know, they kind of come to your dogs now and like are saying, you're lucky because you're there with her now, you know, and there's this idea of, oh, you get to do the lucky, you know, the experience we had, kind of this thing. But even in their passing, you know, they felt so loved and so acknowledged and appreciated. And that's why they kind of visit and come around, because there was a lot of, you know, recognizing them for who they are and what they bring, which not everybody sees, but they really feel like they were acknowledged by you and recognized by you.
Coco describes himself a little bit, and let me know if we have the right one here, but he describes himself a little bit like a bull in a china shop. So like I don't know if his tail hit things down, or it was just like when it was almost like, you know, when a teenager boy grows really fast and he doesn't know his limbs yet. And so, you know, he goes to grab a glass of water and his hand hits it before he gets there. It's that type of feel with him. Kind of like he just didn't know his limbs. That feel of bull in a china shop. Is that Coco?
Oops.
Andy says, yes, they were all pampered.
Yeah.
LOL, yes. Okay, so Coco's there. Precious, precious soul. Just all love, just full of love, and wanted to be so good. But it was just like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't mean to do, you know what I mean? Never would want to do any harm or break it or do any, you know what I mean? He was, or Coco, was that a boy? Would never want to do any like damage or anything. He wanted to be good. Broke the car. Growth morph. Yes, Terry. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just wanted you to. He loved all the praises. A girl. She loved all the praises, and she loved. She wanted to be helpful. Oh, how precious is she? What are you getting?
Well, they're taking me on this other, like, kind of a story.
Okay.
I'm just feeling, not that it's anything against what you're saying. I mean, I'm just going in another kind of thing.
Yeah, there's probably 2 sides to every. Right?
I just keep getting that maybe one of, you know, because they keep bringing me to the dogs you have currently, even though I'm trying to read on the ones that are past, they keep going back to the ones that are here. And I feel like the reason they're doing it is because one of them is one you have already had. And then I thought, am I just making that up? And then I just draw a few cards, which all seem to be saying that same thing. One is the 2 of Cups, but I'm getting this like 2 energies as one, like 2 is one. And that seems to be saying that one you have now is one you had before. Plus, I love this card too. Look how cute.
I love that card too. I love it.
This little pan and this little cup, and then that little mermaid with the rainbow tail. Oh, they're so beautiful. And then they also show me this person on the rainbow bridge with 10 of Swords, which makes me think one that's passed on the bridge. And then once they passed, they stood there waiting
to come back.
To return.
Wow.
Those three cards are all like trying to convince me that what I was thinking is what's true. And, you know, I've been asking Pan to do that with me, to confirm with the cards what I'm hearing. So I get like twice, you know what I mean? I trust what he tells me, but I just like to have a little something that's you guys can see.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Otherwise, my brain and figure it out. So now I'm trying to think, which one is it? And my first thought is the lab.
Yes, the lab. Oh my gosh, the golden lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I have to tell you, that golden lab came in immediately. And then I went into these other large dogs. And so it was like, there is a connection. I'm getting chills on this, Andy. I do feel that golden lab is connected to, do you think it's Coco come back? She's my new puppy. Is she similar? Do you see anything? Do you see anything similar, Andy, between her little character and Coco's? Anything that is familiar to you? Because
if she's super young, sometimes it takes just a little bit for her to be able to show you. I don't know how young of a puppy she is.
He said yes.
Okay. She's acting like our other puppy. Yeah. No, that's the one. And plus I kept going, are you sure it's not the Chihuahuas? And you just kept going back to the lab, because I know you said a lab and two Chihuahuas. And I kept saying, are you sure it's not a little Chihuahua? No.
Yeah, I'm still getting the chilies on that. Yeah. And
the fact that it's your new puppy even confirms it more to me, that when we first started, they kept saying the one she has now, the one she has, you know, they kind of wouldn't let me look at the past ones, even though it's what you're asking. And trust me, that's what I'm trying to answer. But then they just kept going, it's the one she has now. And now that you tell me it's your young one, I'm just convinced that it's that.
He's a sweetheart, 11 weeks old. Oh,
11 weeks. Yeah.
Precious baby labs are the best.
Yeah. But I feel like she's got the soul of one of your other doggies. Of course, you have so many.
You have so many, but I feel like Coco. I feel like there's a connection there with Coco somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I totally feel that. All right.
And in my brain, that's how that works for me too, is if they just keep insisting, you know, I keep going, well, I want to look at it. No, that usually is a really good confirmation for me, because logically I'm trying to go somewhere else and they're going, no, they just won't let me. So, I'm in tears. Well, that's happy tears. I know, Andy.
Yeah. I am too, Andy.
I know.
Hi, Heather. Yeah, we have 15 questions already.
And you missed me on Saturday, though, and I cried most the whole time on my Saturday show. I was just like weeping over and over, going, what the? I mean, to where I can hardly talk. I go, oh, God, stop already.
Yeah. But I'm so glad you're here, Heather.
Yep, as always.
All right, as always. And Tracy and everybody. Hi, Carla. Good morning. I had to put down my Bella girl 3 weeks ago, and I was wondering if we could connect with her and see how she's doing, if she has any messages for me, for us. Carla, we are giving you a big hug and holding space for you and your family in this loss. I'm so sorry.
It's always so hard.
Marion says you made her cry too on Saturday.
Oh yeah, and I was reading for her, and that made me cry too.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful birthday present today, Andy. Happy birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, May baby. So today's May 2nd. It's my friend L'Oreal's birthday today too.
It's my girl's birthday today.
We got 3 May 2nds. Your daughter's birthday's today?
My partner.
Oh. You have so many girls. How am I to know?
I know. And I'm such a dork. She went in for jury duty this morning. So I get up and I put up a real dorky happy birthday song. So when she comes home.
What a nice way to spend your birthday at the court.
Boo.
Make her something good, but I think she's the one that cooks.
No, I'm the cook.
Oh, you're the cook.
Yeah.
You're going to make her something nice.
Of course. I already got it all planned. All right. Bella, sweet Bella. Can you tell us a little bit about like what breed was she? I feel like she'll love it. She'll think she just thinks I'm a big dork, I'm sure. Bella, I see when I see her coming in. Again,
okay. They went outside.
She's with others. She's with some other fur babies up there. She wants you to know she would be barking. Havanese. Let me look that up and see if that's what I was seeing in my mind's eye. This just helps me, you guys, because this is all kind of new.
Is that the kind of dog? I don't know that dog. Havanese.
Yeah, it's a dog breed.
Oh.
Yes, that's exactly what I was seeing.
Wow.
So she is here. So here's some different pictures of a Havanese.
Oh, look how cute. I know that little kind of dog, but I didn't know that's what it was called.
Black and white chest. All right. Black and white chest. Yeah.
Little face.
Oh my gosh. I'm doing this again. So I don't know if she was ill towards the end. Did I already ask that?
No.
Okay.
But I think she was a little bit.
Because she's really making it known to me that look at me. I am energy and hopping around and yes, tumor. I am energy and I'm hopping around and I feel good. You know what I mean? And she's hopping and playing. And she wants she was really bringing that across, wanting you to know about that. And first off, she says she's showing me you looking at something. Maybe it's a blanket or bed or something of hers, and you're crying or you're having emotions about the loss of her. She's licking your face at the same time you do that. So whenever you spend those times with her, like that grief time with her, she's sharing that grief with you and licking you on the face and helping you through that.
Right. And, she's talking to me about when you had to make the decision to help her exit. And she says that she's in agreement with that and she knows it was hard, but she feels like it was what was necessary. Let's say that. So I don't know if you were feeling bad about that or just about the process, but she doesn't seem to have anything. She says, don't worry about that. Don't feel bad about that. Because it was time for me to transition. So she's saying you didn't rush the transitions, what I'm hearing. I don't know if you felt like that, but she just wants to assure you that that was the time.
She's saying it was so hard.
Yeah, I know, that's the worst. Yeah.
She's showing me that she remembers just you allowing her to feel so beautiful. And she considers herself like famous and like, I'm a singer. So that's the type of feel she's bringing in here.
I love it.
She was only a precious baby.
A little youngster. Yeah.
That's the youthful feeling I'm feeling from her. Yeah, interesting.
It's a little quick. She hasn't quite, 3 weeks isn't that long. And I feel like she's still kind of doing a review kind of a thing and looking at options, because, her soul, just like ours, continues on, and it can choose more experiences or a different experience or something like that. So I feel like she's looking at options. And so her energy right now is just a little bit removed from you. It's not quite as, you might not sense her quite as strong like in the past few days, because it looks like her attention's been elsewhere. But was she your only pet, Carla?
She's saying that she says, LOL, she was a doll. We all just adored her.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just wonder, because, and the reason I'm asking that is because she's showing me this like empty space, and that she says needs to be refilled.
they have other pets in the home.
Okay. So there's some kind of, when she left,
yeah.
hole there.
Yeah.
Which we all do. But she's saying that she provided an important part to the family. She was a vital part, kind of.
Carla says she feels empty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's really, 3 weeks isn't very long to, get through that, really. But, it's like she's saying, I don't like that empty spot. And I feel like if she had her way, she would refill it. She doesn't like the space she left. Even though you have other pets, I still get like she feels like her position, her job.
She provided grounding.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what she's talking. My job.
Yep.
Still needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like the other pets know how to do it as well as she did.
Yeah.
Or that's what she said.
Yeah, I do see this special connection between you and her, Carla, even though I know you have other people in the home.
Mm-hmm.
The connection was to you. You will start sensing her presence more, but it won't be for another about month or so. Then you're going to start hearing this barking, and you're like, what? Like that. She'll let you know that you're there.
Was my mom there to greet her? Yes.
I just saw the scene. That's why I'm laughing. I'm watching the scene of her leaping and then licking her face, licking the face, and your mom's like, hello, you know what I mean? Like, so I do feel that she was there too.
And they've been in communication. It wasn't just a brief hello. I mean, they kind of hung together a little bit and are, you know, I might be crazy, but feel like they're planning together. Like mom agrees that space needs to be refilled.
And
go ahead.
Tell me if I'm crazy, Mark. I'm also seeing a connection to a family dog of when you were younger that Bella was before. This is your connection between your mom, you, Bella. Bella has been in the family line already.
Yep. And mom is in agreement. You know, here's the thing, and I'm just going all around it. She wants to come back. And so, and mom's all in favor of that, and actually is even encouraging her or saying, I'll help you, that kind of a thing. You know, when I hear all that, it makes me so excited kind of to get on the other side.
I know.
Because I really feel like, you know, they're, it's a project and they're determined for it to come. And like Debbie's saying, and a little bit down the road, you're going to be sensing her even more.
Carla says that would be awesome. Mm-hmm. So it will be very familiar to you. There'll be a familiar. It won't be the same, you know, looking breed or anything, but there's always that familiarity and connection. That's the deal. It's the connection and that job that they're doing with you. You'll recognize that. Your soul
will be on your mind a lot. You know, all of a sudden, a big bunch more than normal. And usually, well, you know, regardless of usually, ask spirit, ask God, if that's what you like to call it, to show you a very clear sign when she's here. Right? And you'll get it. Now I've had to ask for that over and over because I'm going, well, what if I miss them or something? You know, there's always they're coming out. And so I usually try to replace that fear with just give me a clear sign, and then it'll be clear. It'll be a little odd, like it might even be something that goes past, and then you go, hey, wait a minute, what was that? That thought or that thing I noticed, I'm supposed to pay attention to. It'll be like that. But they're going to make it clear to you when she's around.
Mm-hmm. You'll know.
Yeah.
This whole family here in the chat, and we are all giving you extra hugs today.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing your beautiful Bella with us. And I just want to give a shout out to the moderators here today. Thank you guys so much for all you're doing there in the chat. Appreciate you so much. Yeah. Wow.
They do it out of the kindness of their heart for the most part, and it's just such a lovely gift.
It is a gift. It blows me away. Touches my heart, you guys. Okay.
Oh, look, she found her running in the streets. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Carla.
Wow, Carla, that is so beautiful. You were meant to save her as she saved you. All right. Hi, Pat. My sister's dog Sparky died last month. My sister thinks that she missed something that might have prolonged. Like kept Sparky here longer.
Sparkle. I think.
Heather says she doesn't have a wrench. See, I can't see that from this screen, Heather. So you all let me know who doesn't have a wrench, who would like one, and I'll pull us up on YouTube here from my phone. There we are. I'm going to turn it down so we don't have feedback. So now I can come in here and find you. So if you don't have a wrench and you would like one, let me know. False Teeth Real Tarot doesn't have one either.
I know Gina says you have one, Heather. What does that mean?
Oh yeah, Heather, you have one. You're all wrenched up in here.
Oh, I have a wrench, Debbie. It's just a joke.
Oh. All right. Whoever doesn't, who wants one, let me know. Oh, dozen cats. There you go.
I'm pretty sure that Sparky's actually Sparkle. Isn't that an L? I can't tell.
All right. I gotcha. I got you guys. Thank you so much for wanting to do that. So sweet. You should join us on Friday nights when I get attacked, mostly. Friday night is the night. They're out and about. All right. Okay. Sparkle.
Yep, Sparkle.
Okay.
That's a cute name for a dog, Sparkle.
I love Sparkle.
Yeah.
You have a little elemental.
Yeah, little Sparkle. She missed something that might have prolonged her life. So, no, I don't think there was a sign or an obvious thing. I don't feel like that she missed something.
And what she's saying, Sparkle would not want to be prolonged anyway. She wouldn't have wanted to go through any treatments or anything like that. Like any, how she's showing this to me is my grandma. My grandma always said, I don't want any of over the top. I don't want any of that saving stuff or whatever. Just let me go. You know what I mean? So I feel like she wouldn't have wanted any of those things anyway, because that's all scary.
Yeah,
That's all scary. When you're going through a natural process, it's not scary to them.
no.
But when you put him through all these other things, she said that would be Sparkle, girl, boy, I don't know, said it too scary. That would have been terrifying, and that would have added a terror. She would have started to split off anyway, because they'll separate from their bodies because in protection, because they can't do scary like that.
Right.
The right thing was done. Basically, out of all that, Pat, the right thing was done.
Mm-hmm.
Everything played out as it should have. And there was nothing. It's like,
I know she just says that was my time. That was my time to transition.
Yeah.
She said she didn't have anything to do with it. It was my soul's time. So you're not responsible, Pat's sister. And she don't want you to feel that way. She says, please don't feel that way, because that's not the truth. You did you were always observant and watching me and saw what I needed and didn't need. So she doesn't think you were neglectful or missed anything. And that was her crossing. And, I agree with what Debbie said about there. For a lot of the pets, they would much rather just pass it home if that's the way they can do it, because the vet thing scares them and they feel, I don't want to say that every time, but it's like what she says, it can be really scary, and it's, they don't quite get it all, they don't quite understand that this trip is helping them cross or something. It seems funny or scary, like Debbie said.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're in a really bad state, like let's say they got hit by a car and they're just not going to make it, and you have to take them and get put down, that's different, because they're already on their way out, kind of, and they're not going to be able to stay farther, and they're kind of struggling with releasing, and that's a different thing. They're also in a different headspace. Like she said, they've already almost separated already,
Yeah, they start that transition. Yeah.
Right. And so and that's a little different. It's hard to, I know the difference in me, but it's hard for me to put it in words sometimes for people to understand what I'm saying. But that's why, you'll hear me a lot of times saying, oh, they're just going to pass naturally. And that's kind of what they're choosing. And for her, like Debbie said, this was where I was going to go. I didn't really want to go that other route. This was it. Even if she may have been a little young and you weren't quite expecting it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Pat giving your sister and you a big hug. Sparky is good.
Yep.
Hypnicity, thank you so much for your donation. That is so kind. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to give a shout out to Martha M. We'll be opening her Etsy shop soon. So keep us posted on that, Martha.
Oh, Martha, she's the one that made my beautiful doggy water pad.
Oh, so is that what she'll be doing?
I'm hoping maybe so, because I did ask her if she was going to try to, sell.
Fabulous.
Yep. That's great, Martha. I love it. Because I had in my brain, maybe you should start an Etsy shop. I didn't say that or anything. I did write you a note. I remember saying, did you want me to advertise this so you could make some for other people? But now I know why you didn't respond, because you're getting your Etsy shop ready.
Yay.
Or you may not have got my message either.
Yay. Okay, let's see here.
Next question.
Yeah, Mashika. Hi, Mashika. Are you still here with us?
A lot of passing little doggies.
Yeah, a lot of transitions here.
Oh, no.
Mashika, are you still with us here in the chat? Let us know. We have so many on the list today. I want to make sure we're here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That too. Mashika R. I like that name, Mashika.
I do have to say that was so interesting with Sparky.
Hi, Sonja.
Hi, Sonja.
Oh, Sonja knows Mashika, apparently.
Yes, Mashika's here. Yay. Thank you, Mashika. All right. My dog, Wiley died on Friday. Oh no. A big accident involving a truck. He was 13. Gentle soul, yes. I would like to see how he's doing. Thank you. Old soul. He was an old soul, though. I'm just taking a minute, Mashika, because I'm just kind of getting to know him a little bit here.
Right. And getting him to come closer. This sometimes happens when they've just passed. And I've said that before, but sometimes it's a little harder to get.
He also wasn't one to. So you know how when you talk to people on the other side, the shyer ones that were shyer in life are not going to be, running up, and going, here I am. And I feel that kind of a little bit with him. He wasn't like that. You know what I mean? He wasn't that one that was like, oh, look at me. Da, da, da. So he would be a little bit more like, okay, come here. Let's have a little chit chat. He seemed sorry about something, Mashika. And he's taking responsibility for what happened. but he wants you to know that he's surrounded by others that he's connected to. He's surrounded by, there's not only other animals, but I see people around him too. So other loved ones in spirit, maybe with him. I feel like he's also connected to you and your family somehow. Maybe even other lifetimes, but this is not your first go around with him. He was abused before. He was very shy, was abused before, yeah. So that would make sense to his being kind of in the background there.
Mm-hmm.
But he found you, and it's like he he's like ascended to higher level. And I'm not sure how that works for animals or whatever, but he is kind of like an ascended animal now. What he went through this lifetime, really, he worked through some of these challenges and learned and grew. Well, he was with, it's a male. He's with a male. So I'm assuming this might be your dad then.
Is he with Fern or my dad?
Yeah, I feel like he's with your dad. And I just see them kind of, they're very contemplative, like they're looking out over a lake together, and here's your dad with his arm around him, like saying, now I don't know what breed Wiley was.
He feels a little bit bigger, but
yeah, it feels big, but it could be that happens to us, Mark, when with old souls.
Yeah.
They just feel big.
You're right. There's like a big energy. And it seemed like, it came across his crossing was through like freak accident. But it was meant to be, and it was time for him to cross. But he's hanging out with your dad. He was a
big dog, sweet big boy.
Oh, somebody knows him too. Yeah. An Aussie Shepherd mix, right? So almost like wanting to be a companion for your dad on the other side. Did your dad have a good relationship with him?
Aussie Shepherd, because I'm seeing them. They are two peas in a pod now, like they are together
and like traveling together, or now they're together.
Everything is together.
Yeah. Almost like
very emotional about this. Like it really is hitting me. Very emotional. It's almost like it was meant for them to be together. I don't know.
Almost like dad called to him from the other side and said, come on to me. It was kind of like, and he said, okay. There was sort of this agreement. And it's the first time I've seen this really like this. But almost ants coming to your dad, like as a request. And I feel like he didn't want him to go through this long period of kind of suffering and getting sick and blah, 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 and then slowly dying. It was more like, let's just do it and go and come on to me. Because it looked like in the future might have been this kind of a drawn out thing that was another choice or another option. And it's like dad's going, no, come on now. Let's don't do that.
I hope that helps you guys. Everybody's surprised that he would call him home when it would hurt his daughter. So that makes sense to that. If he was going to be having a prolonged ordeal, or go quickly. He chose the quick.
Yeah, Heather, that's what I'm talking about. He was looking at the situation, and when you're up there, you can see back and forward. Time isn't the same. And this is what I'm hearing him say. Like, Dad could see that this was what was looking like. He's getting to be that age, and it was looking like there was going to be some medical issues. And rather than to go through that, and he's talking about you too, the daughter, just come on and take this choice, because I can use you here, like a thing. Yeah, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. Oh, his walk was getting. Mm-hmm.
Oh, his walk was getting bad over the last few days. Yeah.
But it wasn't like a choice. When you say do that to his daughter, in a way,
he was offering a different exit for him.
Right.
There was already an exit in place for him,
right.
after a suffering, and that's why Wiley was showing me that he takes responsibility for this. That he walked out in front of a truck. I'm not saying
Right.
that. It's just that he chose this exit instead. Your dad was just there to say, "Hey, here's an option for you," because we all have exit points,
Right.
and an exit point might be coming up, and we're like, we're not taking this exit, so we prolong it and we go on further. Mm-hmm. So animals have the same thing,
and I don't feel like you would have learned. It wasn't like you were going to get a big learning from watching him suffer and get sick and kind of draw it out, because it looks like leg thing and stuff like that, and your dad's going, nah, that isn't going to serve anything. He's looking out for you. Dad is. And so it's like, no, that's not really sometimes we can learn from that experience, but in this case, I don't feel like it was a big learning thing for you, and it would just be better to
She says, "I'm so emotional. This means so much. I totally understand and appreciate this."
Okay, hon. Yeah.
So Mashika, we are just loving you right now, holding space for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that empty feeling, and I'm sorry. But he wants you to know he is well.
Yep, and he really wants you to know he's with your dad. So I hope that brings you some comfort there, because he keeps saying, I can still continue my service as a companion and here on the other side with the family. So I don't know. He likes it.
He's absolutely connected.
Yep.
Yeah. Blessings, Mashika.
Like, our questions don't ever get any lower. Do you notice?
I know. It's okay.
We still haven't got to 10.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. So here's a two-parter. I'm just going to say, I'm going to put this one up, but the first part of this is, do any of my pets that have passed have anything to say to me? And this is the second part that we're looking at here. First of all, hi, Christine. Are you here with us? Let us know you're here.
Usually hangs the whole time.
Okay.
I imagine she's here.
I love your smile, Christine. Cats, dogs, birds, I love them still. Donkeys and horses, I cared for. Any messages? So let's check in. And Christine, just let us know. Yep, you
there
are.
She is.
And so let's see who comes in.
You're welcome, Mashika. It's our we love doing it, and thank you for bringing the question.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a? I'm being shown a bird. Did you have a cockatoo or something?
I'm pretty sure she does.
Okay.
I think she has some now.
Oh, you have some now. Okay, so let's see.
But I could be getting her confused because I do a lot of readings. But I feel like Christine does have birds because I think I've read on them.
Well, this one came in right. So again,
yes.
Okay. Because and I had to look it up because I saw it and I didn't know what it was called. So I had to. I'm like, is that a?
Yeah, she has 2 birds. I thought so.
So this cockatoo must have been. Was it a boy? She has parakeets now. So you've had 2. Was this a male cockatoo? Seemed to like to give his opinion. Is that true? I know nothing about birds, guys.
Yep.
Okay, so he liked to give his opinion, or he was very opinionated or something. That he maybe spoke it out a lot. He let you know.
A lot of people don't know, but parakeets can be taught to talk.
Oh.
I had a teacher in college, and she taught.
Yes. Okay.
She taught scary literature. That wasn't the title, but it was like we read Frankenstein and stuff in her class. But she had a little parakeet that talked, and she had me over to her house once, and the little parakeet could talk in 3 different voices.
Wow.
I went away thinking, I'm pretty sure that teacher might be like a witch or something. The bird was so like, it was very weird. But anyway, that's the first time I'd ever seen a parakeet talk, and it could talk in 3 different, like it had a man's voice, a woman's voice, and a little old lady's voice. And it could do a whole phone conversation from one side. Like it would just repeat, hello, mom. Okay. All right. It did. It would just do the one side and would just go on. I was going, this little, and it's this big little bird, Like,
that's hilarious. Well, he has he come back to you? Did you save him from something? Anyways, he's so grateful, and he says thank you for putting up with me. And he's like, I was kind of like a grumpy old man, and thank you for taking care of me and allowing me my.
Yeah, cockatiels can speak too. Somebody said my cockatiel spoke. Yep.
Earl Grey.
Earl
Grey. He says thank you for allowing him to his quirks and allowing him to be the grumpy kind of old manish type feel that he's putting off right now. He felt loved, seen, respected, and he's grateful to you. And if he's not back, and when he comes back, he really liked the deal over there. I think he will try to come back to you if he hasn't already. What do you?
No, but Barbie's just saying, because I read for her this weekend about her dog Sergeant, and I felt like he was going to rally forth, and she said he's doing better and eating.
Oh, good.
That's
great feedback.
Yeah. That gives me
feedback. Yeah.
Goosebumps. I love it. Sergeant. I think Sergeant was
saved and
cry too, wasn't he?
Yeah. Okay. So the female, a neighbor, saved and gave to me. I got Earl Grey to give the female company. And then I wondered, okay. They wandered my apartment with the cats watching. As a bird, yeah. I feel as a bird. He would come back as a bird. So if you get
Yeah.
if you get a stubborn,
She has 5 parakeets.
oh, just added 2 new ones. That's why I was kind of hesitant. I was just wondering if one starts presenting a little bit more stubborn and like, this is how I want it type of thing. You might take a look at that. But Mark, you do your thing.
Well, I've done, I've read for you a few times, Christine, but what I'm getting, and for some reason the birds aren't talking to me today, although they have before with you, but I'm getting like a little word from the donkey.
Oh, awesome.
That you might have taken care of for a while.
One of the new ones I'm calling Earl Grey. Voila.
I raised one from egg. Yeah. Well, that one's going to be really attached to you. This donkey, I feel like it says it enjoyed interacting with you, and that, almost like playing around with you, or trying to convince you how much more fun a donkey it can be than a horse. Kind of like this, this showing, interacting with you, and knowing when you came around, and maybe even saying hi to you, or like greeting you or something.
And totally showing off. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Yes, I love the donkeys. I know, and he loved making an ass of himself. And I know they picked up that you loved him, and so they're like going, "Oh, she likes us," and they're thinking, recognizes us as more fun than the horses, kind of like almost more friendly, more silly, a little bit silly.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's exactly how he's presented. Yeah.
That there was a bond there that you made. I can see you thinking, who knew donkeys were such a much, or something, because they can have quite a bit of personality.
She took him for walks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I was just going to say, just then, the donkey in the zoo I took care of, her name was Odie, and I used to walk her all the time. And I was just going to say, I used to take my donkey for a walk, and then I took them for walks. And so I know that's why that was coming in my mind again about the donkey. And I bonded so strongly, everybody's going, yeah, Mark, you bond so strongly with everything. And that is true. But I had a special place in my heart for this donkey. She stole my heart away. I used to think, if I have a farm, the first thing I'm getting is a donkey and putting it on there.
They did tease me a lot, and I went along with it.
Yeah. They were trying to show you how different they were than horses. I'm assuming there were horses there at the same time. And they were trying to, think, come here for us, rather than the horses, because I feel like it was sort of more horse, but the donkeys were kind of second fiddle or something. Maybe some people thought the horses were more important or something, and they're going, no, we're different. And anyway, they just wanted to say that was important, and that they loved that interaction, and that, I know that you got a lot out of that, because sometimes we might think, how would you enjoy cleaning stalls, but or going for free, volunteering to walk the ponies, or what, and that, why would you do that? Because you got a lot. Oh, I was called the donkey lady. Okay. Because you got a lot out of that, Christine, and more than money, or more than a paid position. It was just a joyful experience. So I know that's why the donkey said, I want to come through, because you were
that's so cool. I love that.
Donkey lady.
The donkey lady. Christine, blessings to you. Okay, and thank you for all you do for our animals, Christine.
Yes.
No babies.
She's had a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Estelle.
You have to read V. Perez's statement there. It's at the bottom.
I have a friend who could hear a donkey
telepathically.
That she said he was talking with a British accent and would complain about the horses. That is exactly no joke. That's no joke. That is definitely a donkey. She was definitely hearing the donkey. I love donkey energy.
I do too. And when I used to walk my donkey, Odie, I call her mine, even though she belonged to the zoo, and she would love it. I could walk her anywhere for miles, and I used to always take her to parties and stuff. And we had a little miniature horse, Risha, and they hung out together. But the donkey was the one that kind of was. Risha loved me too, but the donkey would only let me walk her, kind of. And so, she seemed like just the easiest going thing in the world. But as soon as somebody else would say, I'll take the donkey, Odie would just plant her feet, that stubborn as a mule thing.
Yeah.
And she would not move 1 inch for the person. Just, there's no way you're going to pull me out of this spot. And then I'd go, well, take the horse, give me the donkey. And then she'd go, okay, just walk right along with Mark. But I'm not going with that person. I only want Mark to walk. She was such a little goof pot.
She was in love with Mark.
And sometimes the horse wanted me to walk her, and she'd like go, it's my turn. And I'd go, nope, because I ain't walking with nobody else, Oh, that's so funny.
Love it. Estelle, are you still with us here in the chat? Let us know.
Hi, Estelle. You're new to me.
Welcome.
Yeah. Precious. Kitty Precious and Ebony. She was 19 when she passed. Well, Precious had a nice life, nice long life. 19, 20, 21. That's about the tops.
Estelle is here. All right. Thank you, Estelle. Okay, so does my Kitty Precious have a message for me and Ebony? So Ebony is
I want to say cat, but I don't know what you say. It's my daughter or something.
Like a current cat or family member. Mark. Anyways, let's
hearing cat.
Precious. Precious was Precious. Ebony is my dog. Okay.
Okay.
Precious was Precious, but she also was a little trickster, wasn't she? She liked to, she was sneaky about some things. But she was Precious. She regarded herself highly, I feel. You can see her whenever I see this symbol, when they bring in this symbol of kind of standing all tall and licking their paw like this, she thought very highly of herself. Like, I'm pretty, and I think you probably told her that she was pretty kitty.
Did Ebony come to you after Precious? Because I do feel like Precious saying, that she helped to raise the dog or something, that they, or she bossed the dog maybe, or they do seem like they were buddies. But I almost feel like she was kind of the boss, Precious, where you might think of Ebony as being the boss, but it seems like the opposite.
She's also saying that she
but was the boss.
She was the boss. Yeah. So Yeah. So she's also kind of reporting that she, towards the end, was tired, got more tired. So maybe you recognize that she was sleeping more or something. She was just more, she was more lethargic, didn't have the energy to do things. So I don't know what that means here, but she wants you to know that she's back with pep in her step here. And if you, so I don't, if things go knocking off your shelf, or you know what I mean, like, there's a little something and all of a sudden the next time you see it's on the ground, that's her. She wants you to know she's coming to visit and still present. And so Ebony might respond to her. So that's how you would know maybe that she's there. Ebony would sense her spirit around when she comes to visit. Precious wouldn't. Yes, I spend a lot of expensive food. Yeah, that makes sense to her. Yeah.
Wanted to play, and Precious wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So towards the end, maybe she was just too tired to do any of that. Yeah. Yeah, Ebony does see her. She is showing me that, and she'll push something off. You know how they do. So you would recognize that.
They actually had a good relationship, even though maybe she didn't feel like playing here and there. And she would boss Ebony and say, like, back up, or you're a lot, don't be so much like in my face or something. But I could also see her like not moving.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not going to move, even if you are in my face, but back up. This is my spot and all that kind of thing. But she enjoyed, she enjoyed living with the dog, even though it was a different energy. The two of them did enjoy each other. They were like buddies, even if the kitty cat was Miss Bossy Pants, they were still buddies. And then she's saying, now I can come back and play. Because I think there at the end, she was feeling, she wanted to rest and she was tired. And Ebony maybe had a little more energy and was frisky. But she says, I can play now. And I do think she comes around, Ebony.
She says, I do hear things falling. Mm-hmm. Yes, Ebony, especially outside. Ebony is a Benadoodle. I'll have to look that up.
What's the Bena part?
Yeah.
I knew the doodle. That's
poodle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know if you add a doodle to anything, you don't have the shedding. I like that. But Miss Sheila, thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Very sweet of you.
She's hanging with Brutus the kitty. On the other side, she is not alone.
Bernice is the Bena. Oh, cool.
Oh, Bernice mountain dog. Wow, big dog, right? Aren't those huge?
Yes.
Woo.
And this little cat. And I feel like they were like the odd couple, but they did like each other, though. Brutus kitty. Let's see if she's hanging with Brutus. Precious and Brutus.
I feel like they're not. Yeah, she's not alone. Wow. Oh my goodness, Estelle. 75 pounds. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's a big dog.
Estelle. Well, Precious is. Yeah. So yeah, that's her. All that activity. That's her. She's still there. So grateful for her time with you. She felt like. She also felt like she did a good job with her energy with you. So I don't know what was going on at some of the time there, but she was a part of that. She was a part of sharing that energy with you. So she felt good about that. And yes, so
Yep.
Blessings to you.
And that whole thing of having the dog and the cat at the same time, it sort of expanded her awareness. It made a difference that she lived in a home that had a dog too. So is that, it expands them both, but she enjoyed that part of it, even though she may not have shown it a lot, but she did. It really opened up her experience, her mind, this whole thing of sharing with another species. It was good. She liked it. She keeps saying that. So
yeah,
she liked Ebony.
Maybe Estelle was wondering, like, is this a good match? But she wants you to know, yeah, she was a rescue cat. My son saved her.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, she did love him. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, blessings to you, Estelle, and thank you for hanging out with us today.
It was her first time alone with the dog. Okay.
Oh.
She liked it though. It ended up being like a good thing. And that's why she comes and visits Ebony. They became friends, Okay.
Well, blessings, everyone. It's always such a pleasure to meet your animal family, and
these are the fastest 90 minutes.
It really is.
That I ever do. I mean, they just
fly.
Zoom. And I know we kind of get lost in with each one, not lost, but it goes a little deeper and deeper and deeper when you get them here. It's like, I can't just do 1 second. Let's move to the next one. It's kind of like you have to sort of spend a little time with it. And so, we don't get through as many as I'd like, but the time flies.
It really does. It really does. And it's one of my favorites, I have to tell you. Heather, thank you for hanging out with us. She used to slap me when I go. I can see this very clearly, her doing that. She's told me that. Like, what were you thinking? Oh my goodness. But then they became friends, so I love it.
I know.
You're Lisa, blessings. I love you.
Yes.
Well, have a wonderful rest of your week, guys. And you know where to find us. We are always on here. And if you want to talk to us personally, you know how to do that as well.
Right.
So find us there. And I guess I'm back on tonight with Women Empowering Women on this channel. So we'll see you there tonight if you want to come hang out.
Have you guys read on Marilyn Monroe yet on Women Empowering Women? You did?
Yeah.
How'd I miss that? I watch you all the time. I don't know how I missed.
I think Andrea has them in category, so you can go on Andrea's channel. She has them all categorized. You can find Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Yeah, because they released the new documentary on her on Netflix this weekend that I watched about her death, and it was interesting. It just made me think about her again.
Yes. Oh, Estelle, sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. So. I hope so too, Kenny. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, next Monday, we'll be on my channel next Monday.
I love our fur family.
Yep, because we alternate back and forth. And if you guys, I see a lot of new people that are Debbie's people that I don't know, but please come to my channel and subscribe if you'd like to.
Yes, we need to get, are you over 1,000 yet?
Yeah, but just barely, like
1,000. But you're there, so you need to start the process of turning everything in. Right. For all this to work like this.
Yeah, I know, but I only have like 1,002. Like it went up to 1,005, but then it went back down to 1,000. Oh, okay. So you can never like completely until you're sure. I need a few more to make sure I'm not going to go back below or something.
Right.
Yeah, go subscribe if you haven't.
Yay, Kenny's a new sub. Yeah, new subscriber. Do you see this?
Marilyn is a distant relative of Granny Manny's. You mean Marilyn? Oh, Marilyn Monroe. Thank you, genealogy junkie.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we'll see you all next week on Mark's channel.
Thank you, Kenny. New sub. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll keep you all posted. And again, thank you for subscribing to Spirit Whisperers channel. and mine if you haven't subscribed here. Yay.
Yeah, of course, Debbie's. I felt like some of these were people, but maybe not. I do get new people each time we do these. The people I don't recognize.
Good.
On my Saturdays, there'll be new people. And I love that, just new people finding out and hearing about us and coming. And plus, I love you guys so much. I know that sounds like, it's true, though. I really do. I just love every one of you. And I have so much fun getting to meet you and know you and all that.
Yeah, it's the best. We're so blessed, aren't we, Mark?
Very blessed.
Spirit Intuitive Tarot says Granny Manny is wonderful. If you guys didn't catch it, you're going to have to go back to Spirit Whisper channel and catch the last Sing It or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's on Spirit Intuitive Tarot's channel.
Granny Manny showed up there.
Yeah, we had fun over there.
I literally water coming out of my eyes the entire time. It was so good, you guys. So good. So go check that out if you want some laughs and fun and just something more light.
Yeah, and Sonja was there too. Sonja Rayne Lee.
Yep, Sonja Rayne Lee was there.
Love both those
so
ladies.
go check that out. So blessings to you all, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, love you guys. See you soon.